Hey guys, Stan with airdrops.com here. Today I'm bringing you something special. Something very interesting that came to fruition as a result of an honest mistake of mine. You remember when I recently did a video review of Play Solana and their PSG1, the Web3 focused handheld gaming device that bridges traditional and blockchain gaming. Well, it seems like the team of the project got word of it and actually shared my post on their X account. It looked like they've enjoyed the video. I was pretty happy about it, I'm not gonna hide that. But then a certain comment popped up. I got left out, it said. I made a blunder. When I spoke of the founders of Play Solana, I mentioned Vitor Ribeiro and Sandro Pinto, but I totally missed out one name. That's Jay, the Chief Player Officer of Play Solana. That's Jay who commented on the X post. I thought, forgetting 1 out of 3 founders is pretty bad. That one cheekily exposing you about it is outright embarrassing. Anyways, I had to own my mistake, but I also wanted to try and turn it around somehow. And so, I told Jay I wanted to make it up to him. I invited him to my channel where we could talk all about Play Solana. And talk we did. Our discussion included the latest around PSG1, Jay's involvement in the project, and his vision of Web3 gaming. We may also have touched on Jay's favorite gaming titles, but this you'll find out later. Alright, that's enough talking from me. Now, without further ado, here's my conversation with Jay, the Chief Player Officer of Play Solana. Alright, well, how was it in Paris? You were at the NFT conference there. What happened there?
Yeah, so every year I travel to Paris, New York, and a bunch of other places to attend NFT related events, crypto conferences in general, mainly Solana or Breakpoint, but NFT Paris and NFT New York are more broad in terms of connecting with other communities such as Ethereum, AVAX, Bitcoin, Ordinals, and stuff like that. So yeah, just attended a bunch of events, wanted to link up with some people from Backpack and Cleanosaurce, having in mind that they will launch a game soon as well. And it will be great for us to partner with them in terms of having the game in the device, if that's possible. So yeah, we had some meetings there and talked about PSG1 and the Play Solana ecosystem. So it was a bullish outcome for us. We are well aligned with ecosystem partners. So yeah, that was my main goal. So all good. Had a
It,
fun time.
it was quite a coincidence that you were in the City of Love for St. Valentine's Day, yeah?
My wife didn't find that very nice, but it is what it is.
Well, we have to make some sacrifices for the good, for the benefit of the business, of the project that we believe in. Which brings me to my first kind of question to open this conversation with, and that is, if you imagine that I have no idea what you're doing with Play Solana, all I've heard through the crypto grapevine, for example, is that you guys have sold out 5,000 units in your phase one of a outlandish new handheld gaming console. I'm wondering, what's the deal about this thing? What is this whole thing about?
Yeah, so me and my co-founders have a passion for hardware. Mainly Sandro and Vitor have been in the hardware space for quite a long time. And we felt that was a gap in the market where an hardware dedicated device to Web3 was needed. We feel that phones don't really do the job when it comes to Web3 gaming. First, these devices are mainly distributed through phones, so mainly 2 brands, iPhone and Samsung. These are obviously big corporations that lock distribution and make it centralized. Secondly, phones are not developed well enough to integrate the gaming experience. So there is no joysticks, buttons, and the experience is not the best on phones. The battery runs out quickly. We feel that a dedicated device to gaming was the way to go. And last but most importantly, phones made little to no effort in integrating the Web3 component. So if you play on your phone any type of crypto gaming, you need to jump windows to go to your wallet, approve transactions, jump back to the game. Maybe the transaction was not recognized by the device itself, so you need to go back to the wallet, make sure you accept the transaction, and then you can either pay for the items or authorize a payment to play, to buy something. So we feel that a dedicated Web3 device for gaming, and not only gaming, was the way to go, and that's why we decided to create PSG1.
Okay, so it seems like having such a platform, the user base, or should I say the players, would be of crucial importance to the success of the whole project. How do you hope to attract those traditional gamers from who are not familiar with Web3, for example? Do you plan to involve them, to target them as well with Play Solana and with PSG1?
We feel that Web3 right now is an expansion moment. We are really seeing the adoption all over the place. We just had the president of one of the biggest countries in the world launching his own meme coin here on Solana, President Trump. And we feel that the demand and the amount of people using Web3 will increase as the years go by, maybe months. Often we say that 1 month in Web3 is equivalent to 1 year in Web2, because things move so fast here. We think there will be a lot of adoption coming in the next year and the years to come. And we want to position ourselves as the main device for Web2 users to be onboarded to Web3, not only to play games, but also to learn how to use DeFi protocols, DEXs, swaps, all types of things. And by having a dedicated device such as the PSG1, with the price point that we are now, we feel we are a fantastic entry point. There will be a lot more campaigns targeting Web2 users and how to onboard gamers and different Web3 enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we spoke about phase one earlier, how you guys sold out 5,000 units within just a few hours. And now phase two is live. Tell me about it.
So wave two is a much bigger phase. There will be 20,000 devices available. In this phase, we plan to showcase the device itself in live IRL events, where we'll be present, showing how the device works, some games that we already partner with and will be pre-installed on the device. Hopefully, we can also share a bit of our own game.
Now, it seems like this is a massive project, and there has to be massive challenges coming along with it. I'm curious to know, what is the biggest challenge that you guys face with Play Solana?
I think the biggest challenge right now is obviously build the device that people like to use and see themselves using on a day-to-day. People are used to have phones available for them all the time. I think with PSG1, we want to bring a paradigm shift where people start using this device at their desk, on their way to work, in work breaks, late at night when they want to play something and experience crypto culture. I think more than just a gaming device, we want to be a culture device, a device where people can interact with different apps based on Solana, and can experience high quality hardware.
All right, it's very interesting that you mentioned this notion of being a culture device. It really strikes as something impressive. And what would you say is your favorite feature of this new culture device that you're trying to create?
So if anyone gives you a controller of a gaming device, such as a PlayStation or Xbox, even if you don't use this gaming console before, you will know what to do with it. You have the arrows, you have the buttons. This is mainly because In older generations, we played with Game Boy, Nintendos, and all these other games. With PSG1, we want to be the same entry level for new generations, but not only gaming, but also crypto. So whenever we onboard these kids that are hungry for playing games, they will be the Web3 experts of tomorrow. They will learn how to use different apps, interact with crypto, and this is for us our main feature is being a total dedicated device for Web3 and Web3 gaming. Having an hardware wallet built in, you have fingerprint unlock to sign transactions, and of course it's built on top of Solana Mobile SDK. So most apps that are already available on the Solana App Store will be also available on the PSG1.
Mm-hmm. I want to pick up on something that you said, that you guys are built on Solana. I wonder, why did you go for Solana? What is the synergy there, if there is any?
I was once an Ethereum user, and I tried many other chains, Near, FTM, Polygon, you name it. I was there. I bought NFTs. I played games. I'm a gamer myself. The reason why I chose Solana, and I've been a founder in Solana since 2022, and I advise other people that I meet around the world in different crypto conferences to pivot to Solana, because the more users you have, the more feedback you'll be able to gather to achieve the best outcome for your product. Solana has the biggest amount of users. There's no deny it. We've been seeing previous months, something that I've been saying for years. It's easier to use, it's fast, it's cheap. People love the network, the apps, and the infrastructure here is well developed. Developers and founders are passionate about growing the ecosystem. So are we. And by having this amount of users, it grows our chance of becoming a successful product.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Solana seems like it makes sense for you to be using Solana, as you mentioned, as opposed to Ethereum, for example. I'm wondering, as you mentioned in the beginning when you were at the NFT conference just recently, that you were seeking to reconnect to create new connections there. Looking ahead, can you give us some hints, some glimpse of future collaborations and partnerships that could possibly enrich the gaming experience of the users of Play Solana and of PSG1 in particular?
Yeah, so one of the games that we really want to partner with, and seems like a obvious choice, is Claynosaurce. With them, we are also in talks with Bonk, a big ecosystem supporter for Solana. I can't give away too much, but there will be a collaboration there too. There's others. There's a few games popping off. Recently, Solana Foundation launched their own gaming account, proving that we are on the right path, and gaming is definitely a thing that's not gone and forgotten. It's here to stay, and ecosystems are making their bets on it, like we see with Sui, even Bitcoin with that retro, smaller capacity device. We think that meme coins are a bit overloaded right now with different insiders, maybe scams going on and stuff like that. While gaming brings the joy of crypto, helps users navigate the space, even play to earn mechanisms and stuff like that can make users stick with the ecosystem. So that's what we are looking to achieve here, and yeah, bring the joy of gaming to Solana is our number one goal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes sense, since people have been playing games forever, right? Since the beginning of history, basically. So that's one thing that you could be fairly certain of, that gaming will remain somewhat popular. It might even increase in popularity. And that brings me to, again, look ahead in the future and wonder, what is your long-term vision, Jay, of the Play Solana project? Where do you see it growing in the next 5 years, or 10, or even 20? What's the horizon there?
So, by the way, I want to congratulate you on your previous video. I think you did a wonderful analysis of our project. Even you mentioned some stuff. This is early. There's not much information, and we respect that evaluation that you did. But
Thank you.
to be honest, from 50 videos that we see on YouTube and Twitter popping up about us, yours was probably one of the best. And you were right. We are not only building a device, we are building an entire ecosystem. We have our own community. We have our own NFT art that will be integrated in our own game. So we have our own game as well. We will launch our own token that will power and act as governance in the entire ecosystem. But there is other little things that we are doing to support the ecosystem. We are not just here to launch a game or a token or an NFT and build the device. We have the device, and with the device, we are also launching our own validator to help secure the network. This is something that we will use in the future to power the ecosystem through gaming hackathons and much more. We are not here just to make a launch and move to the next thing. I often say to my friends and my family that I see myself doing this for the next 5 to 10 years. Obviously, PSG1 is our MVP, is our proof of work. It will be the first device that we will launch, highest quality possible in this price point, competing with other Web2 devices such as Nintendo Switch, probably even better than Nintendo Switch in terms of specs. Can't reveal that too much right now, otherwise Sandro on the hardware side might kill me. But yeah, this is just the beginning for us. We want to be one of the top hardware Web3 companies. So that's how we are moving in the space right now.
Okay, so it seems like you're here to stay for the midterm, for the long term. Yeah.
Long term, 100%.
All right, excellent. You mentioned that I made a video about a video review of Play Solana. I wonder if you can bring in some clarifications of things that you think I got wrong or maybe were not complete enough. That would make the full experience for the viewer, as a completion from the previous video that I made.
Obviously, one thing that you got wrong is you forgot to mention me as one of the founders. But yeah, other than that, I think all your points were really valid and on point. The entire team loved the video, the founders. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming. Our own token can be only acquired, or people are eligible for the airdrop by completing the tasks on our website right now. So you collect XP by performing different tasks. If you own the PSG1 or Player 1 NFT, you'll be entitled on top of the pyramid to receive our airdrop. We want to reward the entire ecosystem, and we are partnering accordingly to that goal with different ecosystem partners. And yeah, our goal is to bring it to the masses. I think I can't remember from the top of my head anything that you got wrong specifically. There is more details right now on the website. I know that you went to the website and said there's not much details. But yeah, we are a team of 12 people between hardware, firmware, software, Discord, marketing, socials, founders, and we are working a lot behind the scenes, 24/7, non-stop. There's always something going, and that's why maybe sometimes there isn't a white paper or a Git book, and actually there is a Git book already, and there is a lot more information on the website. But you were right there. It's just unfortunately, for the sake of the size of our team and our time, we prioritize things that we feel that can impact the user experience much more than giving away small details or when airdrop or any stuff like that. We are here to build something long term, not here to have these waves of bots botting our account and trying to farm an airdrop.
I see. Well, yes, you mentioned something that I got wrong or incomplete rather in my video review of Play Solana, and that was that I missed out on including you in the founders team there. So now I want to make it up to you and ask you personally, Jay, why do you do what you do with Play Solana? What's the drive?
So I have this vision about Play Solana in December 2023, and then I met Sandro and Vitor in 2023 as well. Shortly after I had this vision, and in 2024 we started to make preparations to have the team to launch our X account, which have an overwhelming support from the entire ecosystem, including Anatoly, the co-founder of Solana, which was great. And we have him on board as an advisor as well. So we want to take this to a good point. Why I do what I do? I love gaming. I love Web3. I actually got in Solana because of the gaming wave in 2021. It got massively, it impacted massively my portfolio at the time. I still love gaming. I think Web3 gaming lacks a lot of excitement apart from farming some tokens. And that's what I want to build here with Play Solana. I want to build something sustainable and long term, something that people can use in the years to come and have games coming to the device on a regular basis, adapt to the meta. Web3 is constantly changing. I live and breathe Web3. I know what people like, I know what people want, and you can be sure that PSG1 will be always on top of the next big thing.
Excellent. And finally, I wonder, what is Jay playing in his free time, whether it is Web3 or a traditional game?
So when I first saw Fortnite, I felt the same thing I felt about Bitcoin, that I was being a boomer, that I was just neglecting something that young people saw as valuable. So with my wife's brothers, they are 13 and 12, I decided to engage with them and start playing Fortnite. At the beginning, I just wanted to understand what was the mechanics behind it. And now I still play Fortnite, but with my kid, he's 6 years old. And yeah, just for fun, I play also Call of Duty, FIFA, UFC. I play some League of Legends every now and then. It's not a game that I really find great, but some of my friends play it, and yeah, I played a couple times. Now I've been trying to play Web3 games, and I've been exploring more. I still feel there is a lot of things that can be done in Web3. So yeah, in Web2 I play mostly multiplayer games. My favorite is definitely Call of Duty.
I see. And anytime you play a game, you can always tell your wife that you're doing it for business purposes. You know, you have to professionally become better.
Maybe I started all of this just so I can play and she leave me in peace, you know?
That's a pretty smart move. I'm gonna put it in my handbook right now. All right, Jay. Thank you so much for this conversation. It was wonderful to speak to you. I really got some insights into what I was interested to learn more about Play Solana, and I hope that this would be an engaging and interesting video for the viewers. One that brings more clarity into the PSG1 console and into the future of Play Solana. And I'll be very happy to talk to you again some other time in the future and catch up again on what's next for Play Solana. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Jay. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
And so, that was my conversation with Jay, the Chief Player Officer of Play Solana. I honestly hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And in case you want to get your hands on the PSG1 device and serve the Web3 gaming wave, then go hit the affiliate link in the description below. I'm Stan, and I hope to see you again next time here on airdroppers.com. Don't forget also to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for my next video exploring the depths of the crypto trenches. And who knows what blunder I'm about to do next. Ciao!